people are curious why you want to buy Twitter. Why is this so important to you?
I mean, some of this I've articulated before, but I think there's a need for a public town square, digital town square that where people can debate issues of all kinds, including the most substantive issues. And in order for that to be the case, you have to have something that is as broadly inclusive as possible, that has as much of the people on the platform as possible, where it feels balanced from a political standpoint. It's not biased one way or the other, and where the system is transparent. This is why I think it's important to put the algorithm on GitHub and actually allow the public to see it and critique it and improve it.
It's been over a month since Elon Musk, the world's richest man, declared his intention to buy microblogging platform Twitter. Before he made the announcement, the SpaceX and Tesla CEO said Twitter was a digital town square and there was a need to preserve free speech without any form of political bias on the platform. While Musk's announcement caused a lot of controversies among Twitter Republicans and Democrats, a majority of the crypto community applauded the announcement because of the billionaires standing within the crypto space. Dogecoin investors were particularly happy that the billionaire would use the meme coin as a form of payment on the platform. However, the deal has been met with quite a number of obstacles, the latest of which is the issue of bots. The billionaire maintains that there are too many bots and spam accounts on the platform, but the Twitter board insists the spam accounts are less than 5% of the total accounts on the platform. In the recent episode of the All In podcast, the billionaire investor speaks extensively about the Twitter deal. Please watch, share, and like the video, and drop your comments in the comments section below.
I guess right now, I'm sort of debating the number of bots on Twitter with Parag on Twitter. Currently, what I'm being told is that there's just no way to know the number of bots. It's like as unknowable as the human soul, basically. I said, like, why not try calling people? But I haven't got a response. You know, like, if you try calling people or something, you know, like maybe try
the answer? It's not a bot?
No, I don't know. But I think like that would be one of the things to do, to say, like, have you tried calling them, as opposed to like trying to read the tea leaves here? That's like impossible, you know. Obviously, you can have an account that looks exactly like a human account, or is being operated where one person is operating 1,000 accounts or something. But that person can only buy one toaster. They're not going to buy 1,000 toasters. So you care about like number of unique, real people that are on the system. It's extremely fundamental. And anyone who uses Twitter is well aware that the comment threads are full of spam, scam, and just a lot of fake accounts. So. It seems beyond reasonable for Twitter to claim that the number of essentially the number of said another way, the number of real unique humans that you see making comments on a daily basis on Twitter is above 95%. That is what they're claiming. And if there are any manual changes, sort of shadow banning as it's called, or increasing or decreasing the prominence of a tweet that's done manually, that should be noted, so you know what has happened. And it's not just, you're just where it is right now, where you don't know what the heck is going on. Why is one tweet doing well? Why is another tweet not? Is it the algorithm? Did someone manually intervene? Why are some accounts banned with no recourse, apparently? The reality is that Twitter at this point, has a very far left bias, and I would classify myself as a moderate, and neither Republican nor Democrat. And in fact, I have voted overwhelmingly for Democrats historically, overwhelmingly. Like I'm not sure. I might never have voted for a Republican, just to be clear.
Right.
The point I'm trying to make is that this is not some sort of attempt to, it's not some right-wing takeover, as say people on the left may fear, but rather a moderate-wing takeover, and an attempt to ensure that people of all political beliefs feel welcome on a digital town square, and they can express their beliefs without fear of being banned or shadow banned. And that we obviously need to get rid of the bots and scams and trolls and people that are operating huge bot armies in an attempt to unduly influence the public opinion. So this is what I think it's very important that we have that. Like some of the smartest people in history have thought about it and said, like, free speech is important for a healthy democracy. It is important, and free speech only matters. Like, say, when does free speech matter most? It's when it's someone you don't like saying something you don't like. Yeah. That's when it actually matters. Obviously, and it's pretty annoying when someone you don't like says something you don't like. That's bad, but it's actually a good sign of that you have free speech. I mean, I get trashed by the media all the time. It's fine. I don't care. Do it twice as much. I couldn't care less. But it's indicative of the fact that even though I have like a lot of resources, I do not actually have the ability to stop the media from trashing me, and that's actually a good thing.
During the podcast, Musk also talks about the spam issue and how the Twitter board is hindering the deal. Musk explains that he's doubtful about the number of bots on the platform being less than 5%, as the platform's executives claim.
Is this Twitter deal going to get closed, do you think? What are the chances here?
Well, I mean, it really depends on a lot of factors here. I'm still waiting for some sort of logical explanation for the number of sort of fake or spam accounts on Twitter, and Twitter is refusing to tell us. So this just seems like a strange thing.
Wait, sorry, are they refusing to tell you, or you don't think they really know? I mean, there's a good chance they may just have no idea.
They claim that they do know.
Yeah.
And they claim that they've got this complex methodology that only they can understand.
But the guy who landed two rockets simultaneously
when you do the witch's brew, you stir this cauldron, and then you throw the knuckle bones, and
double,
Cogsworth,
toil and trouble.
Spell, and then suddenly it comes to you in a dream. I don't know. But there should be some objective way to assert the thing, because this is a material public statement.
The threshold issue, yeah.
It's a material adverse misstatement. If they in fact have been vociferously claiming less than 5% of fake or spam accounts, but in fact it is 4 or 5 times that number, or perhaps 10 times that number, this is a big deal. It's not this. It's sort of like if you said, okay, I agree to buy your house. You say the house has less than 5% termites. That's an acceptable number. But if it turns out it is 90% termites, that's not okay.
The issue of bots and spam accounts is a troubling issue on most platforms. Many crypto market experts like Michael Saylor and Willy Woo suggested that Bitcoin could end, or at least drastically reduce the epidemic. However, Musk, a loud Dogecoin advocate, seems to be leaning more in favor of the meme coin. For now, the deal is hanging in the balance. What are your thoughts on Twitter's bot problem? And how do you think Musk or the Twitter board could put an end to the problem? Please drop your comments below and like the video. Thanks for coming.